this is WildLoveXO, and today's video is going to be simple but awesome. It's my first time tag. So, we're going to start. You can't even see my face. It's so light because the sun is too bright. But how am I going to do this? I'm sorry guys, the lighting outside is really so bright that you can't see my face, but sorry, it's just today it's really sunny and I like to use the sun as my lighting, so I'm really sorry about it. It's just not cooperating right now. It's not. So I'm gonna have on my phone a list of questions about my first time, and I'm gonna read them and answer them in the best of my ability. There you go. Thank you, son. Thank you. So, yeah. When was the first time you got stitches? I've never had stitches in my life. Why am I even answering that then? What was the first thing you learned to cook? The first thing I learned how to cook was eggs. I was pretty young, I think. I was like 12 or something. And I learned how to cook eggs, and since then I always eat eggs because I love eggs. It's just so good. And yeah, I think that's pretty much the first thing I learned. First concert you went to see. I'm a big fan of classical music, and well, it depends, you know, it depends who. The first music concert I went to see was a concert of Chopin, which is a composer of classical music, and my mom bought ticket for me to go see, and I was really happy, and that was the first concert I ever went to. What was your first regrettable hairstyle? The first regrettable hairstyle I had was when I was in secondary 1, I think. Yeah, no, in secondary 2. I had hair up to my butt, and I decided to cut them up to my shoulders, which was like really bad for me because I had to cut all this of hair. And since then, I just love long hair, and I just wish I still had that hairstyle because it was so long, it was so beautiful. And now, yeah, I have to live the fact that I have short hair. Kind of good, you know? Yup. When was your first kiss? How old were you? I was 13 years old. Believe it or not, I was 13 years old when I had my first kiss. I always wished for my first kiss, and I was so desperate to have my first kiss, and then I had a friend that I fell in love with, and he didn't like me, but we ended up kissing, and I was really happy, and he didn't know it was my first kiss, and I had to tell him 3 years later that he was my first kiss, and he was he was laughing, and he couldn't believe it, so I think that's pretty good. How old were you when you got your first computer? I got my first laptop, I was, oh my god, how old was I? I think I was like 11. No, it can't be. I was like 13. Yeah, I was 13 years old when I got my first laptop. I think the same year I got my first kiss, I got my laptop from my parents, and I was really happy. So, yep. Who was your first friend in life? My first friend was my neighbor, Sophie. I was like 4 years old, and she was 5. And I went up to her door, I didn't know her, and I just knocked on her door and asked her if she wanted to be my friend, and that's how our friendship started. I was just, you know, that was so awkward, and then we kind of we were always hanging out together until we decided to go our separate ways, and we still talk today sometimes, but she was my first friend since I was 4. What was your first bike like? My first bike the sun is really not cooperative. I really hate this. So what was the question? What was your first bike like? My first bike was a purple bike, which was really funny because it was really feminine. It was like purple, all purple. But I've never even got on the bike, and I never really did this. I don't know why. I didn't really like biking, I think. But this was that's not 50 questions. Who is the first person who you cared more about their well-being than your own? The first person that I really cared more than myself I think is my friend Cassandra. She's like my best friend, and like we're always together and stuff, and I really think she's a good friend, so I really make her happiness before mine, and I think that's how friends are, you know, real friends are. Like you have to put your friends in, like before you and not after you. And yeah, sometimes people will say don't put yourself after anyone else because it's your own happiness that counts. But still, I pretty much think that my really good friends, like my real friends, are the friends that I'm gonna put them before me. And I think that's pretty much who I'm, like she's pretty much the only one who I'm putting before me because she's like my best friend. So that's what, God. Son, fuck. There you go, guys. This was the first time tag video. Yeah! Why not? So you guys, if you enjoyed this video, give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down here. There's a little box. You can click here to subscribe. And subscribe to my channels for more awesome videos like this one. More beauty videos, more funny videos, and maybe I'm going to start some gaming videos. Who knows? I think I am about to start this. And so yeah, subscribe, thumbs up, and share if you want to or not. It's basically up to you if you want it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Stay wild.